Assalamu alaikum and hello. Welcome to another episode of Freelancing Tips with Tirmizi. And today we are going to discuss the 7 tips that will help you in bidding more accurately and in order to win more projects. And plus, I'm also going to share a bonus tip that will help you in getting more projects, and that will be shared somewhere in the video, so you are not going to be able to just move to the end for that bonus video. I'm going to keep you here throughout the video, and then I'm going to share that tip alone will be worthwhile. Now, tip number 1 for the new freelancers who start their freelancing career, or even the average freelancer who have spent 1 or 2 years or 3 years, and the mistake that they do is they are bidding on too many different projects. They do not understand that if you are bidding on too many projects, then at the end of the day you're going to be discouraged when you would see that you have made so many bids and you have not actually won a project. So try to bid on the project where you are confident that you are the right candidate for that job, and you know everything that was shared in the description of the project, everything was clear and you can complete the work. In the tip number 2, that is about researching the client. A lot of time when I'm working on these freelancing websites, I come across a project that has been created by somebody who has just created an account, and the project is worth $1,500, $3,000, $5,000, and even the description is vague, it's not accurate. So that should give you an idea that this project is not a valid project. So do not waste your bids on that, because in these platforms the bids are limited as well, so you cannot just throw away your bids. So you have to be very careful in the projects that you bid, because if it is just going to be any other project which you are going to bid and it's not going to give you any results, then it's going to hurt your motivation as well. So be careful and be selective in the projects that you are bidding on. The third point is, do not undersell yourself. It is very important that you increase your value and come across as a professional services provider, and part of that means that you have to give out the rates which are reasonable for that job. Because when you give an unrealistic bid on a project, that also disturbs the whole market rate. And next time when this guy is going to come in, then he's going to even award the project or create a project for even lower amount. So do not undersell yourself, be competitive, but do not go overboard as well. So you have to maintain a competitive pricing with your skills. Point number 4, and it's bidding time. It is very important that you bid at a time when you will not have that much competition. Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh combined, we hold the majority of freelancers, and the majority of freelancers on these platforms are from these countries. Now, if you are bidding during the day when it is working hours, so many companies, so many offices are open and everybody is awake and they are bidding on the projects as well. So if you are bidding in the same time, it's going to be very difficult for you to grab a project, because they might have better profile, they might have more experience than you, their bids would be more elaborate and more effective. So it's better if you are starting your freelancing career to bid at a time when there will be least competition. So that's mostly in the night. Good thing for us is if we are going to bid in the night when the offices are closed, that means like 45 to 60% of the competition is not bidding on the projects. Plus that is the time when the selling market, like the US and the Europe and the other countries which are the employers, they are going to post their work. So it's good for you to start working at a time where it is least competitive for you. Point number 5. Now, point number 5 is that we need to be persistent and we need to be patient, because in freelancing you might get a lot of work one day and there might be many days when you will not find work. So you have to remain persistent and you have to keep working as per your routine. Create a routine and work according to that, because if you're not working according to the routine, eventually you're going to lose motivation when you're not getting any projects. So it's very important for you to remain persistent with the routine regardless of the fact whether you're getting projects or not. So remain committed to the routine. That's very important for you. Point number 6. Now, point number 6 is be clear and concise. A lot of clients, they get discouraged when they see a big copied bid on their project. It just shows that this guy has not read the project carefully, this guy has not understood the project. So if you're copy pasting big portfolio of yours, introduction about yourself, and you have no information mentioned about the project or anything from the project, then that is going to reduce your chances of winning that project. So be concise and be clear. Point number 7 is that your bid should be structured. Now, nobody wants to read an automated bid, a bid that is not comprehensive or that does not gives the feeling to the client that this guy has read everything in the project and now he understands that. So your bid needs to be structured and it should contain all the elements that are needed to give the confidence to the buyer that this guy is right for the job. You should introduce yourself before, initially you should focus on discussing about the project, but in the end you should also introduce yourself. Plus, if you have relevant experiences, if you have done relevant jobs, try to include those as well. So you have to have that kind of structure, those kind of elements ready, so you could include those elements in the bid as well. So that is what I meant by creating a structured bid. Alright, so now here's the bonus tip, and this tip alone is so valuable that can help you in winning so many projects. I hope that you would find the value in this particular tip, because this I have came to know after losing so many jobs, and after testing this particular point I have won so many jobs. Now the tip is educate the client and become a value giver regardless of the outcome of the bid. You have to educate the client, because most of the time when a client is going to post a project, he will not know all the teeny details that go with the project. So you have to educate him on different aspects of the job. Like sometimes a client comes up and says that I want this job to be done within 24 hours, and that it's not going to be done in 24 hours, it will be done within 2 to 3 days. So it's your job to educate the client, this kind of job will be done because it involves these things, so it will take more time. And when you educate the client like this, then he knows that you have read the job and you have the confidence, you have the right skills, who knows how to complete this job properly. So that is this is very helpful in my business, because I always educated the client, I always given more value back to the client, and that's how I came up with so many regular clients in my life. In the end, I hope you found the tips valuable, and if you think that there are other freelancers who can benefit from them, please share this video also, because we need some motivation as well. The more guys look at the video, the more guys subscribe to our channel, that gives us the boost that we need, and that will help us in coming up with more videos, more content and more information. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.